Hi Virgo, welcome to the channel and welcome to your reading for February 2024. So, this month is really about a lot of breakthroughs. So, the Death card and the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You kind of want to do this whole overhaul on your lifestyle and on the way you present yourself in the world, and you have a lot going on in terms of you're really out of creative high right now, and a lot is shifting about your worldview, your philosophy, what your beliefs are. And because of that, what's being highlighted is your lifestyle and who you have identified as, how you've presented yourself in the world. All of these things are really on display right now, and you want to do this massive overhaul. You're having all of these new ideas, all of this creativity and inspiration to make more money, to or ideas about how you want to live your life, what you think is best for you, and it's a massive overhaul, and your lifestyle is really being highlighted here. So there could be a lot of changes you want to make based on how your beliefs are changing. And a lot of people might be shocked because the way that you're choosing to go about things now is very unexpected of you. It's very unconventional because I think you've been thinking about making a lot of changes in your work life, in your daily life for a while, and it hasn't really been aligned with kind of the role you play in work situations, or um, the the person that your friends know you as. A lot of people can be shocked by the changes that you're making right now, but you really have this drive, this creativity, and the inspiration to really create what you want out of this lifestyle change, out of this complete overhaul of how you've been living your life. And it's been kind of on the back burner for a while, these things that you wanted to do, but now you have all of this drive, all of this inspiration to start learning more, start doing more, and really bring about this transformation. You've wanted more, or you're wanting more, you're wanting to really refine the way you live, the way you work, the way you create, and really learn more and expand your life in a new way, because you've always been very good at what you do, so good that perhaps you've been feeling trapped by it for a while, because you work very well and you do what you do very well, and people respect you for that. But it comes a time where you could feel stuck by that, because you've accomplished so much and you're so good at what you do that you really want to take things to the next level. Or for some of you, this can be just knowing that you've been stuck in a place for a while that just isn't where you want to be, in terms of your health, in terms of your work, in terms of your lifestyle overall, and in terms of who you really are and how that's expressed outwardly into the world, and with others. So there's a spotlight on your lifestyle, on your work, on your routines, and a lot of this is facilitated by creative pursuits, by doing things. Like, there's a lot of creative inspiration coming to you guys now that can really be turned into this big forward momentum in changing your life in the direction that you want, to getting out of this stuck energy, to feeling like you're doing the same thing every day, that you have been doing the same thing every day for years. And if you've been trying to make changes but you didn't really know how to go about it, now is really the time to harness this creative energy to let yourself be inspired to take action. And the action starts by allowing your lifestyle and your routines to change. And through this emphasis on your lifestyle and your habits and the way you work, that in turn allows you to change how you really put yourself out in the world and how you work with others and how you show up. And as you move from, you take this creative inspiration, you take these ideas, this new philosophies, and you really implement them in your lifestyle with this drive, with this inspiration. That inspiration is something that really needs to be nurtured right now, because they can grow into something so much more, where you can break out of this feeling stuck or feeling like everything's the same, that you've been doing the same thing for so long, and really reach new heights in, especially in your work or any kind of material goal that you have. You reach new heights by taking this creative energy and pushing it out into the world to create something tangible through your day-to-day life. So, and all of this inspiration is really coming from what you're learning right now, how your worldview is changing, your philosophy is changing, and that shifts your perspective from one where you might have felt down and depressed and stressed about how things are the same, or how you really want to change your life, or you're not really sure how to go about it, or you haven't really had the time to really implement things the way that you would like to, or change things the way that you'd like to. Your perspective is shifting now because of this inspiration that's coming to you. So if you're having any ideas come to you, or this push to start something, to implement something, definitely do it, because it's going to grow into something that can bring you a lot of abundance and a lot of prosperity, but also will break you out of this mold that you've been in for a very long time. So, the other thing I want to say with this, as you're, doing this life overhaul, you're changing habits, a lot of these things are going to be things that people didn't expect of you. People didn't know you were into this kind of uh, philosophy. People didn't know you were into this kind of spirituality, or this type of routine, or whatever the case is. A lot of the decisions you're implementing um, might become a shock to people. And there can be moments where you find yourself having to let go of partnerships that they don't align, because if you're trying to break out of this box that you've been in and go for something more, to do something different, to do something unconventional for yourself, there can be people that you have to let go of now, that don't understand where you're going, don't understand what you want to do, or they just can't go where you're going. And it can be difficult, because a lot of these people have relied on you for a very long time. And it can be easy to get stuck in your head, because you might feel like you're letting people down by making all of these changes. You could feel like, because people might be shocked by what you're doing, you could feel like you're letting them down, because you're choosing to let go of a lot of aspects of yourself that were beneficial for a lot of people for a long time to grow in a new direction. And some people just don't understand it and they can't align with it. And it can feel like you want to overextend yourself, that part of you wants to stay where you are because of you don't want to let these people down, and it's difficult to let those people down. But if you're not happy, if you're not achieving the success that you want in the way that you want, living the way that you want, you're going to be keeping yourself in that box, and you're going to continue to take it out on yourself in extremely unproductive and harmful ways. So you want to be able to give to people from this place of happiness, from this place of abundance that you've created by living the life that you want the way you want. You don't want to keep yourself stuck because you don't want to let go of relationships that have been very symbiotic in the past, or people that have relied on you heavily in the past. Um, you can't. The thing about the Five of Cups is there's great things waiting for you. There's things that want to come into your life, but you have to be able to release the things that are no longer conducive to your success or where you want to go in order to do that. You can't have both, and you can't stretch yourself thin for the sake of others. And when you're willing to refine your life in this way and let go of these things, you will find people that do want to work with you, that do, maybe they don't understand all these changes you're making, but they support you and they want to help you. And so, as much as this is a time of letting go of situations and partnerships that just don't align with what the direction you want to take your life now, it's also a time where you can find a lot of support in the people close to you, in the people that you love, that want to see you thrive. And a lot of these people that you have done so much for, you would be surprised in the way that they really cheer you on when you want to make these decisions and you want to move in a new direction. So a lot of this can be holding on to um, ideas about people. Like, you think you have this role in people's lives and this is how you have to be, and they'd be disappointed if you started to change that. But you'd be surprised when you start to implement these things and share your ideas and share what you're thinking, what you're going through, and what you want to create, that there's a lot of people that do want to support you, and you stand to achieve a lot more than you would just keeping yourself where you're at for the sake of people's happiness or what you think would make people happy. Because a lot of this too is with that hangman, you have this set perspective on what you think people think of you, or what you think you need to be in people's lives, what role you need to play. And that's not necessary. You'll be surprised how people support you, the people closest to you support you, and you can really work well with the people that really care about you now to find solutions to any challenges you're going through now, anything that's really plaguing your mind or making you feel stuck and making you feel trapped or self-critical. You could really find a lot of support in the people that do care about you, and I think you'll be surprised when you really express your ideas to these people that you can trust. And you can really find even more ways to achieve the goals that you're inspired to go for when you can implement new partnerships with people that are aligned with what you want to do, and also find solutions to these problems or creative ways to go for your goals when you express these to people that you can trust and find that they support you and they can even help facilitate your growth even more. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Please like and leave a comment if this resonated. And if you would like a personal reading, I will link it in the description. And I will see you next time.